Because I'm with you there regarding change. I mean, it is a great word, but there is a function behind it. And a lot of people are using it now, but have not gotten to an agenda item that says this is what it looks like. You are now in the process of making it look real. How would you measure the success once you got to whatever the agenda item is that makes that change real?
One of our hugest dreams, and I really believe that we can accomplish this, but we've been discussing this for the last year, and it deals with the Make It Happen Foundation. What we want to do is, we went to Temple University. We have a center called the Tech Center. It's beautiful. There's over 700 computers, audio equipment, you name it, the Tech Center's got it. We need tech centers in our communities. We need tech centers so that we can bridge this digital divide. We need a place for teens to go so that they can, learn resume workshops, writing techniques, studio equipment. We love hip-hop, we love music, but then we need to start honing those talents. And if we could build something like that, that would be success to me. When we can build something so great that would serve such a purpose, you never know. The next Bill Gates may get his start in a Make It Happen tech center.
Now, these tech centers, certainly many people are now, as you can imagine, are having this big discussion about the libraries and all the issues that are going on with the libraries. Are there opportunities to create synergies with places like libraries, places like recreation centers? Instead of building a whole new model, maybe creating synergies, or would you prefer to build a whole new model?
I think that, for me, personally, I would like to build a whole new model. But while we're trying to build that whole new model, I think it's great to use those other outlets. We were working with a church, Waters AME Church down on South Street, and they had offered up some space to us that they had so that we could have different trainings and things of that nature. And I think that's great. But I think that institution sitting in the middle of our community will be a light. It'll be a beacon of hope to a young man and young woman. That this wasn't here, and now look, it's here to help me. It's here to help serve me.
Interesting.
In essence, that synergism creates a whole new model in itself.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So when you merge that idea, the idea of the libraries, like you said, and that resource center, it creates a brand new idea. You know what I mean?
Interesting. Now, you've given me some sense of what you're planning to do to take the next steps, what Make It Happen. What are some other items that are in these brilliant minds of yours, where you want to go? What are some of the next things for Make It Happen?
Next thing, we just want to, like how we do reaching out to you and having this conversation with you here, Maurice, just make the idea a little bit more solidified and speak it into the ears of a few more people. You know what I mean? Especially people who, through our generation gaps, we want to appeal to you, make sure it appeals to you, and make sure you understand it, as well as our younger ones. You know what I mean? The youth that we're mentoring, and especially people in our age group. We just want to just promote the idea of you making it happen in your community.
Is there a website? Because there's a good number of people watching the show now,
right,
and are probably by now very fascinated with what you're doing. Is there a website where they can reach out, point, click, Google, what have you?
Yeah. SET has an actual a blog and a website. You can tell you a little bit more.
Native Notes, nativenotes.net/Make It Happen. We're in the process of moving it from that site to another site, but right now we're at nativenotes.net/Make It Happen. We also do YouTube videos and different things like that, where what we do is we merge different music, because we love music. Darian loves music, I love music, and we merge different music in different powerful images. Like a buddy of ours, his name's Arinze, Talented, he goes by. He's a rapper, and he actually went to UPenn. He went to UPenn undergrad. Then he went to NYU Law School, and he's a lawyer. This gentleman he's making some good money.
Yes.
He's very intelligent, but he loves rap. He loves hip hop. He loves the art form, and he raps. And what's interesting about his music, because he's made a song for us even when we were doing the Get on the Bus campaign. What's interesting about his music is he is getting the youth to smarten up. We've all dumbed down, and we've learned about the drug trade, and we've learned about I'm sure that you guys can't have that language on here, but you understand where I'm going. But what he's teaching you about is hedge funds. He's teaching you about how to make legal money. He's teaching you about how to flip businesses and properties and things like that, but on a nice beat with a nice flow. It's good music.
So in other words, he's reaching the generation that has been brought up on hip-hop, but giving you a solid education of how to be functional in society.
Definitely. And what's interesting is when you hear education or hip-hop, conscious rap, things of that nature. People shy away from it. They get scared. But he comes from the same neighborhoods that we come from.
Okay.
He comes from the same neighborhoods that a Kanye West or a Jay-Z comes from. So he speaks that language. He knows the lingo. He knows the slang. And he's not scaring the youth with it. He's educating. He's educating me. He's educating Darian.
Right.
Here's a question I've been meaning to ask. These are young, smart individuals who are coming up. There must be a number of them. You just spoke of one. Is there a coterie of 20-somethings and 30-somethings out there that network with each other nationally? Do you talk to each other nationally where you're able to help each other when an organization such as Make It Happen occurs? Is there a group of folks that come in and then back you up and then take it someplace else? Is there a group of you together that's out there? In other words, I sense this wellspring that seems to be led by the president, but is not necessarily told what to do, is just creating their own thing. Are you all out there?
You know, Maurice, I'm quite sure and positive that we aren't the only ones as moved by this current time to make these changes and things happen. And I'm sure that there's another group, you know what I mean, possibly having a similar discussion. And I mean, even possibly a bigger group somewhere spread across this nation. We just haven't touched them yet. We haven't noticed them yet. We haven't, not noticed it, but we haven't been in touch and been in contact with them. And that's only for time to unfold and show us that, you know what, these are some other people doing it where we think we're trying to take this feat on by ourselves. There's probably someone there that, and as we grow, we get in contact with them, this thing just gets a little bit bigger. It just gets a little bit bigger.
Absolutely. Well, gentlemen, I'd love your closing thoughts. Is there anything that you'd like to convey to the audience out there that is very intrigued with what you're doing right now?
I think that knowledge is power. And, you know, as cliche as that may sound, I think that we live in the technology age. We live in the information age. So I just said nativenotes.net/make it happen. Somebody can go Google that right now.
Okay.
You know, if we're talking about JFK and Abe Lincoln, you can go Google that information. So we're not trying to be the role model, but we hope to inspire that if there's an issue that somebody out there is watching this and they're like, you know what, I really have a problem with the trash on my street. Well, then we want to inspire you to build a campaign around getting the trash off of your street, because you can do it and you have the resources to do it. And all it takes is a voice, just one voice, and then you pass the message. And he passes the message. And now we got 3 people yelling. And next thing you know, we got 100 people. You know, so I just with my closing thoughts is just to believe in yourself. You know, my mother always said, don't doubt yourself, be yourself. And while being yourself, move towards that energy that you think can create something better.
Certainly. Darian?
Yeah, definitely. 2009 is I like the coin, it's yours and mine. You know what I mean? Like, it's really this year is the time for you to make it happen in terms of what's going on in terms of in our country, you know, nationally with our president. He's invoking change in us, and it's you that have to change it. No one person is going to change your situation for you, around you. So it's just around you is a microphone. Just voice yourself. You know, get in touch with you know, visit the website, see if you get in touch with us. You know, find those other those mediums of people trying to change things in their community, and let's do something.
Well, gentlemen, I really greatly appreciate your time. As you've seen, ladies and gentlemen, the future is in very good hands with Mr. Darian Roopnarine and Mr. Cedric Chine of Make It Happen. We really greatly appreciate your time for watching the show today, and we look forward to seeing you again on Del Val Now.
If you're gonna ride, then ride. If you're gonna ride, then ride. I won't stop 'cause I ride.